Yo, what is up, folks? MTG here with a bit of a different take on Angels for MTG Arena, Pioneer, Explorer, Pioneer. The formats are identical for the purpose of what we're doing here, but a different take on Angels, and that's we're playing into the Devotion strategy in mono white. We have our traditional Angels at the bottom here with Bishop of Wings, Guider, with counters, taps of mana. We've got Righteous Valkyrie and Resplendent Angel, the traditional core Angel package, and then around that we're playing into the Devotion theme. Using Nykthos and the fact that these have a bunch of white pips to power this mana into Kaylas Reconstruction, and also, hey, Emerias is cool, which is a nice kind of a bit of a freebie. Sometimes you're going to have to play this as a land. We've got 24 lands in the deck, including these, the 20 actual lands and then the 40 FCs. But then obviously when we're Nykthosing off, we can cast it to 7, make 2 angels, and then the non-angel creature getting indestructible is hey, that's a thing here, but it's another big payoff for going into big mana things. And the kind of way we're choosing to do that is with Archangel of Tithes and Leyline of Hope. So start with the Archangel first. Normally it's too expensive to play into the normal kind of Angel deck, and part of the reason for that as well is that you want to play Collector Company. This version of the deck's not playing Collector Company. We have Kaylas Reconstruction instead, which we'll get to. But 1 white for a 3/5 with flying. As long as Archangel of Tithes is untapped, creatures can't attack you or planeswalkers you control unless the controller pays 1 for each of those creatures. And then if it's attacking, they have to pay to block you as well. Obviously, it doesn't have vigilance on the face of things, so hey, it can be in blocking mode or attacking mode, but either way, you're taxing your opponent on all of those, which really shuts down some of the aggregates of the format, really slows them down, and also makes it really hard for your opponent to block you. Say, for example, you're playing against mono green, they have to pay for each of their reach blockers, and all of a sudden you're oh, I can actually just fly over the top for free, as well as adding white with pips here. Leyline of Hope is it's a bit of a different one. This is kind of a little bit like how the green decks play Leyline, in that, hey, this is some pips for Nykthos that we just get to start the game and play with, but they also play into the life gain strategy. 2 white if you actually have to cast it. Obviously it's got a Leyline rule, so it's in your opening hand, you can start with that and play. As long as your life total is 7 more than your starting life total, creature you control will get +2/+2. This is the same text as Righteous Valkyrie, and then in addition to that, you have the static ability on it. If you gain life, you gain that much life +1. Makes it easier to reach the thresholds for a Resplendent Angel, and also doubles up all our gain life effects. Hey, it's a nice bonus here. The deck is also different a couple other different ways. So along with these, and again, Leyline, some free pips for the Nykthos. Hopefully, after it, we can start powering this up for quite a lot of mana quickly. We have Lunar Veteran. You kind of double up with Bishop of Wings and Righteous Valkyrie to enable Resplendent Angel to trigger straight away. So you need to gain 5 life here. Obviously, it's a 3/3. Angels with Bishop gain you 4 life, so the Lunar Veteran makes 5. Not only that, it's a constant source of life gain. It plays really well with Leyline of Hope. Obviously, that life gain doubles up, and then it comes back and gives you a nice little buffer against some of the aggregates of the format as well. We then have Skyclave Apparition. This is a staple of the normal Angel decks as well, but 1 white for some interaction. Enters exile a non-land, non-target permanent with mana value 4 or less, and then if it leaves, they get it back. But again, these both play into the Devotion strategy. Nykthos is legendary. We're playing 24 lands in total with these, trying to go 4 lands on turn 4. With again the idea to power into these 2 cards. But we should hopefully not be too punished by this being legendary or it tapping for colorless in the case of Bishop of Wings and Lunar Veteran early. But that's something we need to keep an eye on. And then rounding everything out, Kaylas Reconstruction. This is the Collector Company style effect that we're playing in this deck. It still does want you to have a lot of creatures, but if you look at the number of hits in the deck, we still have a very, very high number. We've got 12, 24 hits for Kaylas Reconstruction. White X. Look at the top 7 cards of your library. Put up to X artifact or creature cards with mana value 3 or less from among them onto the battlefield. Rest go on the bottom. So look at the top 7. If you're casting it for 2, you get 2 creatures, like a Collector Company. If you're casting it for more than that, then you have the possibility to hit more. Note that it is always 7 cards, but variance be variance. That could be 6, that could be 2 creatures, that could be 5 creatures. And yeah, hey, this is another incentive for playing kind of the Nykthos version of the deck. I'm not going to say this version is better than the green version of the deck. I think if you want pure consistency, green-white is probably better, but it offers something a bit different, and I wanted to mess around with it and try it out. So hey, if you're not already, please subscribe to the channel. I'm going to take this into some best of 1 ranked matches. Please do let me know what you think about that in the comments. If you know anybody interested, share it around. All that algorithm stuff helps me out a ton. And yeah, let's get some games in. All right, first matchup with the new Angel deck. Devotion variant. Call it Devotion Angels. We'll keep this. an interesting decision. We will start with the Leyline in play, because we can do that. No Nykthos for now, but we have like a reasonable start with Bishop into Resplendent Angel, depending on which lands we sequence. And with the Leyline in play, because this gains life +1, the Bishop into Resplendent Angel will trigger the Resplendent Angel to make a token straight away, which is super, super nice. Rakdos. Heroic. Given the Swift Spear. Alright. Ow. Well, we did not draw a land. I've seen a couple of new versions of this pop up recently, but I have to assume they're playing the more traditional stuff. Yeah, sure. Astral Anger. At least for the Swift to start, we're not getting like burnt down straight away. Okay, Scamp into play. They have quite a lot. We really need to draw into a land. I have no intention of boshing with the Bishop, but if they have the right combination of cards, we could just die here, which is unfortunate. Let's see. We need to have faith not to just die, but we might just be ran over if they have like Titan Strength, South Sword. Okay, so Monstrous Rage. That's a solid start. This is currently 6 damage. This, when it hits us, they can sacrifice. Well, to well, proliferate, but then it deals damage equals power to any target, which is pretty good. Then a Monstrous Rage again, so get another trigger on the power. This is effectively only getting a couple power more, but this is now 9/15. So anything else, play with fire will get there. All right. We can't block with the Bishop. If you block with the Bishop, we still just die. Not this turn, but next turn for sure. And then, yeah, so we're at 4. They can use the Cacophony Scamp ability here. We will concede this. I'm not going to give them the opportunity to misclick. A rough way to start. Yeah, like, the heroic deck on the play. We play a Bishop. If we block, we die. If we don't block, we die. Well, no, if we block, we die a turn later. We'll go ahead and keep this. We have a nice curve of things here. And a Leyline. Leyline, pretty nice generally. Well, at current state, will not trigger the Resplendent Angel. But if nothing else, we can like curve 1, 2, 3, and this will be reasonably big, I guess. So, not the end of the world. Nykthos. And hey, if this could tap for mana. We get to gain 2 here. I'm not going to attack, just in case. This could be like elves. Given this giving this a Blooming Marsh. This again, Joe, is not doing a ton here. Yeah. I'll play Nykthos in case we draw another one. Reason for that being is that we can, once we have this in play, double activate Nykthos to basically get an activation on the Resplendent Angel for 6. Or more. We can go like Kaylas Reconstruction for a bunch. But we can now just activate this. But this be a okay, Paradise is interesting. I wasn't expecting this. There are a few different versions of elves. If you're new to the channel, I've spent I guess years now playing elves. It was actually the first, like one of the first videos I put on the channel. Like we can't activate and play this, right? Go activate. No, because we won't have mana to activate. We can go white, 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 cast this. Yeah, sure. I'll activate here. Go to combat. The Archangel is still like a massive threat in play, tapping for a lot of mana. We'll now get the Leyline ability to bump our creatures up. And then, yeah, the Angels are going to be getting a pretty big. Yeah, I have posted a bazillion different versions all over the years, including, I think, the most recent real change we had. Like, there wasn't loads from Binary Masters. In older formats, modern we just got green Selena, so I'm hyped to play with that. But yeah, have a few an elf build for every occasion on the channel somewhere. So we are dead like next turn effectively. Unlikely they're gonna have a way to they're not gonna have a way to kill straight away here. If they had like a War Master effect or Tyvar in play, Shaman's big. That is that going to save them? That can knock us down below the 26 value, which is what we need. Yeah, no, we still have 10 power in the air. And they don't have any reach blockers. There are elf reach blockers, but none available here. All right, Chocobo win. Though we did have to take down elves to do it. Friendly fire. And you see the power of Nykthos there being able to tap for like a bunch of mana. Here we have like a neat hand. The Reconstruction, Emerias cool. Again, would like a Nykthos. Would imagine this is just normal mono green. We do draw a Nykthos, but this is mono green and we didn't get Leyline on turn 1, so I'm counting my lucky stars. So like this deck, when they go turn 1 Leyline, Land Elvish deck is making 5 mana on turn 2 and you can be dead on turn 3. So hey. The elf deck, the mono green like ramp deck having this like potentially turn 3 combo draw is something I'm not quite used to dealing with yet, but is certainly very real. Okay, Resplendent Angel is a nice one to see. They have some time here. 3, 4, 5 with a land makes a Cavalier is annoying, but we'll go ahead and do we have a way to... No, let's just make the bishop. Not mess around. If only we had the lifeline. If only we had the Leyline for the +1 life. Also, that game did a nice job of showcasing how good the Leyline can be, providing us the extra mana for quote-unquote free, and also the ability to buff all the creatures just allow us to clock our opponent quicker. Okay, so they are on the mono-green version that splashes with white for Alashnorn. Which is reasonable. Like it'd be nice to get Guide into play here. Next time we'll have more mana, maybe I'll have to do both. But I'm just gonna evasion. Yeah, we don't really have a load of choices here yet. Just say no blocks. Or at least not like just falling over yet. Yeah, so the mono green deck, the combo version that also plays like Nykthos, plays the Leyline, and there's variants of green that don't play Leyline. In fact, I posted a video recently doing like a meta check on mono green, kind of covering both builds a little bit and playing some matches. But they kind of combo you with this card right here. Even more oddity. Do they have enough mana? Okay. Well, that's just not very nice. It's a 4 mana 4/4, which has a 7 mana transform ability to turn it into an 8/8. That also gives your other creatures +1/+1, trample, and haste for your entire team. They're going to split the damage up here, which is interesting. We have a... I'm not going to block any of this. That's for sure. You get a 10. Give us a turn. This is currently 4 mana. We have a land. It's 5. Okay, this is scuffed as anything. Maybe you just still die to this. Yeah, I think we need to pay here. Then guess because it's the extra pip in play. We get to 5. We can also cast Recon for 2. Recon for 2 might be better. So our options here are playing Guider and Resplendent Angel. Guider Resplendent Angel will gain a significant life to get us past the track. We get to make 2 angels off Resplendent Angel. It's not going to really get much better than that. In terms of what we can hit. Yeah, the hope would be we hit Resplendent Angel plus Righteous Valkyrie. Okay, so Resplendent Angel Guider, we get 1, 2 more blockers. We get to gain 8, 9, 10 more life. We get... I think this is still not good enough with this in play. Is there anything else the cast will still be coming across? Oh, 3, 4. Oh no, we gain life off the other angels. Okay, no, okay. All right, I'm gonna gamble this being good enough. The thing is that either could not be good enough is the issue. No attack here. Then we also gain life of each of these. They have a massive board. The guide is kind of doing some work. We're at 27. Our main priority is like keeping angels alive. We have good blockers for this, which is good. It's just a case of if they have enough mana and enough resources to just put a bunch more creatures into play. If they do, we die. But even if we hit like, if we Reconstruction into Valkyrie plus Resplendent Angel, there's still a chance that we die here if they have enough stuff in the play. So what they can do is activate the Lair, but they don't have a way to give Lair trample by the looks of things. Yeah, sure. So these attacks are going to come over here. We want to block the 8/8, that's fine. We want to eat something. We don't want to eat the Cavalier if possible, because the Cavalier tastes bad. We need to make some chump blocks, but we can make some good blocks as well. So like Resplendent Angel here. Resplendent Angel on another 2/2. And then we need to put something in front of the 13/13, the 16/16. So here we're taking 5, 11, 12, 13. We'll do this. I think if they had something that wasn't the lair, oh, the lair has trample because of the even more monstrosity. So we would have actually died if we put everything in front of it. That's rough. That's how embarrassing. Yeah, I was just talking through how we managed to scrape it through and hadn't realized we were actually just dead. Yeah, the monstrosity giving trample to everything is just on the board trick, and not even a trick. I was like, oh, it's fine. We can just like chump block this. Oopsie. We'll keep this, but we do need to draw a land. Well, we need to draw planes. The plan is to draw planes. Let's draw planes. Garuda. I wonder if this is... Yeah, I have to assume this is like... Ventorious combo? That can't be right. Definitely not Ventorious combo, because this has to be even costs. I'm trying to think what's the... But it might be... Okay, I'm gonna stop guessing. I have no idea. I'm like, what Garuda stuff are they up to? I couldn't possibly imagine. We have Emerias call. Just kind of bail us out here. We can make a bishop. We just hope to not die. The Garuda, firstly, the thing that I missed entirely, your starting deck contains only cards with even mana values. It's been it's super late. Not altogether. Yeah, no, okay. I'm just not reading things. When it enters, each player mills 4 cards, put a creature with an even mana value from your graveyard onto the battlefield. I'm not going to block this. No way, Jose. The idea being generally is if you're playing this, you're doing a bunch of things like this to chain them together. So this will, like, for example, it can get back a Garuda email from your deck. And so there might well be 4 copies of this in it, 3 more copies of this in here. Or clone effects to clone the Garuda and kind of mill through everything. This is a ridiculous response, but is very good in this precise moment, unfortunately for us. I'm not going to reveal that we have the Nykthos yet. It does make me want a bishop first, but I'd rather be able to attack the Chandra down. I'm going to cast the Valkyrie, because the Valkyrie will gain life off the bishop, and then we maybe get to use Nykthos to do a couple of things. It depends. Or we can like set up with Archangel, which gains a little bit more life, and then we have a load of stuff online for Nykthos next turn. We'll see. I have no idea what we're playing against here, really. Given this set of cards with Chandra, I know what the Garuda wants to play. I played a bit with some Garuda decks. I'm still not blocking here. And Chandra down tick is huge, especially off of the treasure token on the Charming Scoundrel. And a plus. What do they exile? Blight Step Pathway. They're playing black cards as well. It's not just blue-red Garuda. They have Spite here, which implies they have some other... They're just going to 2-for-1 themselves on this, but we're going to be going to 12 and dying pretty quickly, especially if we can't deal with the Challenger. They're not quite going to be able to do this again, but hey, let's see if they have a removal spell to pair up here. Yeah, of course they do. Second Volcanic Smite. So Volcanic Smite shuffles cards away. Garuda... I'm like, what's the deal here with this combination of cards? Alright, this is good because we can just straight up answer the Challenger for now. We do this. It feels so bad not just playing the Bishop out, but I'm reasonably happy making this decision. This can die. They've used a bunch of creature removal already though. I'll almost happily block here and see what happens. If Radiant Fountain as well, this is all throwing me. What have I missed? I'd be, if I wasn't recording the game, I'd be frantically like being like, alright, what recent decklist with Garuda or Charming Scoundrel or something. Yeah. I just want to know what's up. This looks like they are cooking something. I just want to know what it is. I'm trying to think about the old like Garuda combo stuff. Are they gonna add this? Okay. Alright, a big score. I mean, I'd be like, oh, it's creativity, but obviously they just cast the Charming Scoundrel, and that doesn't interact with Garuda either. So who knows? White Bishop. Ooh, they're gonna respond to this, so we don't get the Nykthos stuff? No, okay. We'll go 6 white then. And we'll make her split Archangel. This does get them to Garuda mana. This turn coming. So what I was thinking is that if they are playing go to combat. Full attack for 2. Is that if they're going like Garuda, like Carnosaur type stuff, Trumpeting Carnosaur is like removal, but there's also even mana cost comes back and then discovers 5. That discover 5 can get you into like a copy effect, either discover 5 again or like discover Garuda. It's just like a lot of stuff going on. I'm like, ooh, is there some like crazy combo here? Because if you pull back Scoundrel, you like get to destroy, discard, and make a treasure. That's not that powerful. The Scoundrel's the bit that confuses me the most, I guess. Okay, yeah. Volcanic Smite here. We get a Spirit. I mean, Archangel for next turn, which will get us to 27, which is enough to have this online. The worry now is that they have some kind of Wrath effect. Like an arrow. Actually, given the other cards, Arrow Devastation might not be that unlikely. But with Charming Scoundrel, like, you probably aren't playing Wrath effects in your deck. Right? I just want to see. I want to see what's going on. This is yeah, we have Maze Mind Tome and Charming Scoundrel. Okay, so we can get to Emerias Core. Do we want to save the Angel? What do we want to make? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can cast the Angel afterwards. I think we do this because we can't recast the Emerias Call. We can't cast the Emerias Call if we get rest somehow, but we can cast the Archangel. So we'll do this as like a way to like pseudo overextend. But importantly here, we get to gain the life, get the power boost on our creatures. Going for 9, 16. Putting them on a 1-turn clock, and then we have a little bit of backup still somehow. But we'll see. Scry 1, get a page counter. What have I missed here? Labyrinth? They are really cooking. This is pretty cool. Like, if I saw this pile of cards... Okay, here we go. Iron Cragfeet, 7 mana. And they... Oh! Huh? This is not on my radar. of the things that were likely to happen. Here's an Archangel. They can't downtick to remove this. That's interesting. They can plus to bolt it, so we can't block, but we're on 32. Even our Leyline goes because of Ugin. Ugin, you can Iron Crag to add 7, then it costs 3. You then need 2 more mana if you want to Iron Crag, add Garuda, cast it. Maybe the Garuda's just happens just here for reasons. And 7, so you need to have like treasures. So you can go like end step big score into untap Iron Crag Garuda. But then we've not seen any other creatures. This only hits creatures, right? Okay, so they're gonna pair up Ugin to Lightning Bolt the Archangel. Which is bad, because they get to remove this by upticking, which means they can now -5 Ugin again. Because you basically can't cast in creatures. We lose the game to this. I just want to see them cast Garuda. I'll cast this. What are we cooking? Yeah, the mono green deck, I was like, oh, I've just like missed this huge thing. We're dead. Accidentally, oops. Dropped all the marbles. This game, I think we played fine. However, I mean, can they not out this? They might not be able to out this. I'm just gonna no blocks here. Make them down tick the Ugin. Just that way they have to remove their own attack here. So I assume that they're gonna -3 Ugin and then Garuda. I just want them to cast this because I want to see what on earth they hit. I guess they must have some clone effects. Are they then cloning Ugin to then... No, because that's not a combo. Doesn't sound like a combo. From the cards I've seen, it doesn't look like they've got enough creatures to be able to go read into stuff consistently. We've only seen a couple. I'm just trying to think like where else I've seen Charming Scoundrel. I just want to know. I just want to see what we're doing. Cast it. Cast it. Cast it. Cast the Garuda. Yeah, because what you can do, in theory, is play Garuda, and then a bunch of clone effects, and then like an Oracle of Thassa. Or some Oracles of Thassa. And then if you like mill through your entire deck, in theory, you can mill an Oracle. And then go, huzzah. As long as you found a way to put an Oracle on the bottom of your library. Like one of these. I can't, but we've not cast Garuda. That's crazy. I'm gonna keep playing things. I don't care about anything else. I just want you to cast. They have the mana. They have the mana to cast Garuda. They can rebuild it all. -7. I mean, I guess they could like. No, I'm like. I'm gonna attack this and try and make them answer this. I want to try and make them like bottom drop these through the floor and then untap Garuda. I just need to know. I would just like to know, please. If we draw into Reconstruction, by the way, we're like getting to Reconstruct for like still like not nothing. We can sack off this Nykthos then. Get an extra mana out of it and Recon for 6. Sorry, Recon for 3. Well, with X is 3. Here we go. Garuda, mill 4, return. It's from a graveyard, so it does also steal my stuff. Chandra. Okay. Red Planeswalkers, but these all add mana, importantly. Apart from Jaya. Interesting. Does this get us anywhere? Not really. We got a 17. We can activate this for 5. Do anything. I'd be perfectly happy to concede at this point. If maybe the plan is just to use Garuda's like happenstance, everything else is even. I'll use this to like steal some of your opponent's stuff, which seems fine. It has to be from amongst the middle cards, the other thing to bear in mind. We'll go to 10, sure. They are dead on board. Alright, we're going to see the minus. There we go. Treasure map as well. This card is very sweet. We can't actually cast this. I will scoop it up. Alright, well, that was interesting. Yeah, I probably stayed in that a little longer than I should have done. We were dead to the again for a while. I just wanted to see what the guy reader was up to for science. This hand's a bit too slow. The double Nykthos, double Recon. Like, in theory, one of these and one of these is good, but not neither of them are good on turn 1. And, yeah, we wanna find some angels. We will keep this and just hope to draw into angels naturally. I'll put a Recon on the bottom. We'll put the Leyline into play. And so I would like to draw, like... Yeah, sure, that's good. We could like opt to play the Emerias call out here on turn 1 tapped. Given the Castle Unofficial start, it's not unlikely that they're playing a very fast deck. Though this could be like blue-white humans, given they've just played a Sea Coast. I would normally expect going tapped Castle Unofficial first, they'd be playing like blue-white control. And then the reason for not just leaving this out tapped is that, hey, if we do draw into Nykthos and more lands, then we can cast it for the 7 mana side. Sea Coast, not typical of blue-white control. Could be something more tempo-based. Blue-white heroic. Interesting. I have not seen a Battle-wise hoplite in a little while. Light-blue, whenever you cast a spell that targets it, it gets +1/+1, but also gets a scry 1. We're going to do our best to ignore this and hope that I don't have great ways to deal with our stuff. So we're going to respond an angel here, and assuming our Bishop Wings doesn't magically disappear, we'll hopefully get to make some angels. Yeah, with the bonus life gain from the Leyline, we will get to trigger Respond an Angel here now, and then get some even more life. Ooh, okay, sure. End step Defiant Strike. Oh, I played this deck so much when like it was in standard, and I played like variants of Heroic. Obviously, Heroic's no longer like much of a blue thing. It's much more based in red and white, and was like, hey, red white Heroic was very good in like the block and strength form with Theron and something as well. There are some really, really nice options that were printed over the years for blue-white, and lots of great incentives to play them. Ways of drawing cards, but the core is still kind of not that far off. I'd like our opponent to use something here, and so I am gonna, I think, block with this. Also denies them some card draw. Feels a little bit clunky, but forces them to use some stuff proactively, stops them drawing cards, and hey. Sure. Ooh, Shard Mage is like a really nice addition as well. Assuming they're playing like Fabled Hoplite, not Fabled Hero. The other white heroic creatures. Okay, we got Nykthos. Nykthos good. Means we've got 7 mana total. So we can either cast this, cast Reconstruction for 4, or cast just Emerias Call. If we Emerias Call, we have enough life for like the power boost here. We'll be getting enough life. 7/4. I think the most powerful thing we can do, and we've also not cast one, so I'm a little biased, is cast Reconstruction. But X equals 4. We might not hit 4 creatures. That is distinctly possible. However, hopefully we will. And hopefully we will not hit 0. I didn't think about this getting counted, but I maybe should have done. We're at 30. We lose the power boost, but we have more angels to play out. I'm just going to attack with everything here. I don't think we're going to die from 30. Stubborn Denial, I should maybe have been on my radar. I've been cooking with this a little bit recently in some builds, including actually, and not me cooking, but the blue-green Oculus deck that's kind of taking over Pioneer at the minute. I have a video coming out with just before this one, actually, I think. I have this scheduled for Friday. Sorry, this scheduled for Saturday, and the Oculus video will coming out the day before. But is maybe the best Stubborn Denial deck right now. If God's Willing for like value, Defiant Strike for damage, they're trying to put as much power into play buses as possible. We've not seen an Aqueous form yet. That's the blue enchantment aura that gives unblockable, or can't be blocked. So now, we do not want to get stubborn denial again. So I think I'm just going to play I'm just going to play these two out. We'll go make white mana. I want to cast the guidance. We'll get the power boost on the other angels anyway. And this checks on end step, so actually we should do it this way around. We'll go guide a Resplendent Angel. And not risk opening ourselves up to getting countered again. The summon dials like are really nice if you're playing blue in like the heroic deck and you're buffing creatures up. Alright, we're gonna be making a lot of blockers if we try and clock our opponent. I don't necessarily want to put this out there, so I'll just attack with the flyers. And then we should have lethal for next turn. Let's trigger both of these. Gain a giant pile of life. And then be in a pretty safe spot. You can take a lot of damage and still have the trigger up here. One thing with Battle-Wise Hoblet compared to some of the heroic creatures you find in like red-white or even like the red-black version, that being able to scry each time lets you find your like real like bullet cards. I'm just not going to block here. They gain 10 life, but that's irrelevant given our current board state. If they have a way to give this like actual impact, Toxic fortunately will not do it. But hey. Alright. Oh, I also do have a Toxic build coming out pretty soon. Doing our best to venerate a Rot Priest combo. We don't have that many tools for Pioneer, but there's enough to kind of go around, I think. And yeah, we will have lethal on the comeback. Yeah, they're going to scoop it up. Alright. Post-match wrap-up here. Yeah, not the greatest set of games, but some pretty sweet ones in there. We did go 2-3 overall. Wins over Elves and then also Blue White Heroic, but most of those decks are pretty sweet. On the flip side of that, though, the Gyruda deck we saw was pretty interesting. I was kind of just like what they're exactly up to, and honestly, I'm still not 100% sure. It really makes me want to brew with Gyruda a bunch. But all the Challenger and Planeswalker stuff they're doing, it looks pretty sweet, and obviously Ugin is pretty sick as well. And then yeah, it took like a rough loss to Mono Red, and of course, the Mono Green game where I just kind of I'm like, I don't think we could have made a good enough block to have enough stuff in play and survive the giant layer of the Hydra with Trample, but me missing that it had Trample from the Overwhelm Monstrosity was a bit egregious. Not a great look for me, but it is like gone 12 AM here, so no excuses. That being said, deck is super sweet. You can definitely see some of the benefits of the Nykthos version, some of the benefits with Leyline. Leyline was like awesome pretty much every time we had it. And yeah, being able to like power into like, oh, I can like Emerias cool, oh, I can activate Resplendent Angel pretty early on in the game with only having played like a couple of lands. Really nice stuff here. And there are some matchups where like you're like missing Collector Company a little bit. But like the game's like, for example, versus Mono Red, where we're like losing early, like this shell is just as good as versus Mono Red as the green white shell. And for like the real problematic matches, or like some of the like slower controlling ones, we're having like 4 companies and 4 Kaylas reconstructions. So versus blue white control, where like this deck feels a little bit weaker, just because you don't have as much like ways to get you back into the game after being wrapped. Especially as you will maybe lose some of your devotion stuff and not have as much mana off of Nykthos. The Leyline is not doing much by itself in play. But hey, it is a choice, and I think this version is still very sweet. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please do like, subscribe, share the video around. Again, all that algorithm stuff helps me out a lot, helps support the channel, and helps make me want to keep making videos. Even if I embarrass myself every now and again. That was silly. But yeah, thanks for watching. Peace out. Have a great day.